Hello and welcome back to another video. I'm Lou and I hope you're all tickety-boo today. So as you can see, this is my right hand and I have got some beautiful nails on there. And I did these yesterday and they are the Enailcoture tips. So these tips there, them ones, beautiful, love them. So I put them on my right hand. And I've put some little filigree stickers on. You can see them. You can just about make them out, I think. The filigree stickers on the top. And then I've put a couple of coats of SAVILAND nail. It's 5-in-1 clear. And I've put a couple of coats of that over just to strengthen the tips, really. And then put a coat of shiny star top coat, which is this one. So they're sparkly, as you can see. And they are absolutely gorgeous. But I do have a problem. They're not irritating or anything like that. I'm struggling to cope with them. I ain't had nails on. I keep having them on for a few days, taking them off, having them off for a week or two, and then putting them on. So I'm struggling with it being my right hand. I should have not put long ones on. So I am going to put some tips, these tips, on this hand with a different pattern than this one, but I'm going to file these down. And I know that's a travesty, isn't it, really? They are gorgeous and I absolutely love the look of them. I'm just not coping with them, guys, and I don't want to just completely take them off, so I'm going to shorten them. I know that does mean that I'm going to lose, I am going to end up losing the Frenchie on it, aren't I? Because I'm probably going to file them. Well, basically, it'll be almost like filing all the Frenchie off, really. Yeah, I'm going to have to do them, see how I go with it anyway. But yeah, that's what I'm going to have to do. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to do a set of nails. And I'll use these tips on this hand. And I will have them this length because I can cope with them on this hand. It's my right hand I'm struggling to cope with. So yeah, I'll be back in a bit, guys. Hello guys, I'm back. Part prepared. So I did say that I was going to cut down my nails that I had on, which I have done. So I've managed to just take the tips off and leave the French on there and just square them off at the end. So they're more manageable for me now. I can manage with those on my right hand. So yeah, they're just a lot better for me on this hand. Like I said, I'm going to put the same tips on, but not cut them down, and I'm going to put them on this left hand. So that's why I've got my glove on ready to go this time. So yeah, I hope you like them. They're quite nice, don't mind. I thought they were going to look not so clever, but I really like them. What do you think? Yeah, I think they're really pretty. I do love my stiletto, don't get me wrong, but I can really manage with them. So that's the underneath look. So yeah, I'm really happy with those. So I'm going to get my glove on and I'm going to start with these nails for this hand. I'm all prepped and ready to go apart from my acid-free primer and my nail dehydrator. So I need to get them on as well. But what I'm going to do now is going to be a little bit messy. I've had a right little practice with it and it got really messy. So I'm going to try and get a bit more organised with it and show you this little idea that I've got. And it's to do with using the Forever Colour ink. As you can see, if I open it up, you can see it looks a bit messy because I've had a few practices here and there. Had a bit of a mess with it. So it's been wet and that's why it's cracked. So there's nothing wrong with it. It's just that it's dried like that. It's absolutely fine. But yeah, I've had a bit of a mess with it. I'm determined to be able to do something with it, and I've checked and had a look at videos, and there aren't that many using these solid inks, solid watercolours. And I thought, and the ones that there are, yes, they're okay, you can use them. It's a bit like using your ink that you'll use out of a bottle, and I thought I want to do something a little bit different. So I had a little bit of a think and I've come up with something. You might not like it, but you might do, but it is messy. So I'm going to go ahead and start on that. And I'm going to put it on the nails first and then apply my nails once I've done. And you'll see why, because otherwise, well, it'll be too hard for me to do it and do what I need to do. So I need to do them on the nail first. So if you were doing them on a customer, you'd be fine. Just make sure that the hand's protected. You'll see why. You'll see why. So what I have got here to help the messiness is this is part of a cereal box. Let me put it the right way around. That I have cut up, the kids' cereal box. And I have shaped in a way that can stop any splashes. So you can still see there, can't you, what I'm doing? Might have gone a little bit darker, but you can still see. So I am going to have that there at the time that I need to do what I'm going to do, because it's going to get messy, like I say, and I just don't want it splattering everywhere. So that's what that's for. So I will put that there shortly. So I'm going to get the other bits of tools and things that I need out. So I'm going to use this, and that's for, does need a little bit of a clean. I do clean them, but I think that when you've used gel and what have you, they do go hard again a little bit, don't they? Just some brushes, so I'll give that a little bit of a clean. So I'll be using that. I'll be using, now this has been used for me when I've been practicing, so that's why it's a bit coloured, but I'm using a toothbrush. So this was a new toothbrush. It's not a used toothbrush, apart from using it for practicing. So that's all I've used it for. So yeah, I've got this toothbrush. And what else will I be using? Be using that, and that's it, I think. Somebody at the door. Right, back to it. I got a delivery, Temu. No surprise. Right, so where were I? So yeah, I got the toothbrush that I've been practicing with. So yeah, so let's get started. I've had a little practice on one nail, and I've not fully completed it. So I've just sort of done part of what I thought, and then that's it. So I've not fully completed a nail in this design that I'm wanting to do. I've just tested out how I can use this toothbrush. That's all I've done. So this might go pear-shaped, but it might go really well. We can just see, can't we? So what am I doing first? I don't know. Where to start? Right. I'm just going to go for it, I think. I'm going to go with this little one. What I have done on it is ever so slightly, because I didn't want to take off the friendship, ever so slightly filed over it. Just gently, just to take some of the shine off, because I'm hoping that will help. I don't want to put any base coat on, because I will need to wipe part of this when I've done what I'm doing, and it'll just get messy with a base coat on. So I need to do it without any base coat, without anything on it. So I don't want it to run, and I want it to be able to dry. But you'll see, hopefully. I do need to move these out of the way as much as I'm going to be doing those. Yeah, I'm hoping this is going to work. I've been deciding on what colours to go with. I want to choose 2 colours that'll go nice on this nail. Now, I know the pink will, obviously, and the red, but there's been a lot of pinks and reds with Valentine's, so I'm trying to move away from that a little bit. So I'm thinking with going with black, and I might do the black and the pink. Yeah, I should do black and blue. Do you know what? I'll go with black and blue. It's a bit different colours than what we've been seeing lately, isn't it? Don't know how it's going to turn out. I only tried it with a bit of pink and a bit of black. I have tried other stuff with other colours. So yeah, let's go with black and blue. I've got my water, so I've got a pot to dab into, and then I've got a little one. A little diddy one. I might need another one, actually. Like I say, it's all going to be suck it and see is this, you know. See what occurs. See what happens. So let me get my little thingy around me then. This could go and be pear-shaped. Right, can you still see? You can, but it's not as light, is it? Turn it up and it's blocking it though, but you'll see why I'm doing that. I'm just putting that there so it doesn't splash everywhere. If I get it quite right, it should only splash on here anyway, but, you know, it might go pear-shaped. Right, so what I need to do first is get some, I'm going to use a little pot of water. And I'm going to use, which brush shall I use? Try to use my sort of not so clever brushes really. So I'm going to use this little pot of water, and I'm just going to put some water on each of these first. Just to get them, you don't need to put much on. That might be too much, I don't know. But yeah, so I'm going to start with the blue. I'll do the blue first, and then I'll do the black, because obviously the black's the darker colour, so that's why I'm choosing to do that. So I'm just going to mix that. Let's give it a rub. Just so that it can... it's not too watery kind of thing. Yeah, I think that'll do. So that's the blue. I'm going to move my black out of the way. I know I've put the little bit of water on it. I'm just going to move that out of the way for now. Right, here goes, guys. So, here goes. Right. Let me get... I'm going to use this. Might be a little bit better. Right, let's just go for it. So, I've got my toothbrush. I'm going to dab my toothbrush into the blue. I'm ended up getting a right thick bit off of there, look. I'm going to add some more water, actually, guys. I think it needs a bit more water on it. I'm going to put my glove on because I've forgotten. Glove on. Right, so dip that in again. I want it more liquefied, really. More water, more water. I'm going to tip it on. Told you it'd get messy. So I think a flat toothbrush would be better, but this is all I've got. So I'm going to have to rock and roll with it. And I did practice with this one. It did turn out okay. Let me give it a go. Let me give it a go and you'll see what I'm doing. So, got the tip. I want to put this just on the top. I don't want it on the tip at the bottom, but I'm going to wipe it off afterwards. But what I'm going to do is get my tweezers, and I'm just going to run my tweezers over the tip so it does like a splashy effect. So I'm holding my toothbrush up. I'm just going to get out of it. You see? And that's what I want, that kind of effect. So it sort of splashes it. And then I'm going to get my little brush and just wipe off where I don't want it. And that's why it's getting, I was saying it's going to be messy. But you can just wipe this off where you don't want it. And I think it's just going to be practice to get it to where... And I'll tell you what this will be good for. When I did it, I thought, I'll tell you what, doing Easter eggs. You know, when you have the little speckles. Be good for that, won't it? Right, so that's that. Now, what I want to do is I want that to dry, really. Yeah, I'm happy enough with that. Maybe not filing it is the best thing, but I'm going to let that dry now because that's the effect that I'm wanting on the nail, which I think's proper cool. Like that, like a splashy effect. So I'm going to go in with another nail. I've not filed this one, so let's see what it's like without filing it this time. Let's leave that one to dry. I'm going with this one. And I think this time I'm going to do... Yeah, I think this time I'm going to do blue. I think I'm going to have to keep with the blue where I want the blue on the nails, really. And then go in with the black afterwards. I think that's my plan. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. So I'm going to do bluey, and I want blue just on the tip of this time. Let's go with that. Let's see what that's like. Let's see what occurs. Put a little bit more water on there. Just a drop. Like I say, I told you we're going to get messy. There we go. And then I'm going to spray it on here. Move other stuff out of the way a little bit. And do the same again. And I want to go on there with the tip, so I'm going to try. There we go. I'm happy with that. So that's just on the tip this time. Get some little wipes. Where have I put them? Get the worst off with that and then go over with this. Love it. Looks pretty, doesn't it? It is drying on the other one as well, so that's good. So I'm going to put that to one side, so I'm happy enough with that one. Next one, so that's the little one. That was the one next to the little one. So let me do, I'm going to go with all the blue first anyway. So this is the one next to that. So I'm going to do this one the same as that one, so then they're both alike. So that'll be these two fingers. So I'm going to just do the tip again, and it does work out all right, just doing it without gently filing it. So yeah, it's been able to wipe it off better. So I'm going to go and do the same again, and I want this just on the tip again. It's just about learning out where to go with the it's spraying everywhere but where I want it now. There we go. Happy enough with that. I said it is messy. Pick that up with my gloves. Just wipe that and hold it. Get another little bit. But some, you know, it's quite nice getting messy sometimes, isn't it? Well, I think so. I've got it all over these, but I'm not bothered. I can just wipe it off. There we go. Is that one done? Let that dry. Let's give these a wiper. Right. So I'm doing the blue again. So I'm going to go in with, do the middle finger. And I'll do this at the top part. And I think the thumb, I might do it all over on the thumb. So I'll do this just on the top. There we go. Get some more of the blue. Still quite wet, I think, so that's fine. Tweezers, move that little brush out of the way. Then I've got everything out of my way, haven't I? Happy with that. Pick it up again. And I'm doing it, what am I doing this one on the top part, so I want to take it off the white. So let's see how it goes on the white this time. See how I've managed to take it off. I'm using a little brush with a bit of acetone on it. Not acetone, I beg your pardon, with a bit of the alcohol on it. The kids are off school. It's the school holidays this week. I'm off work today. It is a Monday today. I booked annual leave. I was off last week and I booked annual leave for today as well, and Thursday. So I'm only in 2 days this week because I don't work Fridays anyway. So There we go. I think I'm happy with that. Pop that. Give that a wipe. And then let's go with the thumb, and I'll do it all over the thumb. There we go. Oh, knocked it over, haven't I? Happy enough with that. I know it's got a big blob on it, but it's part of the process, I guess. Leave that like that. Then I'm going to go in with a black. Obviously, I need to give my brush a good clean now. Right, guys, I'm back. What I've decided to do, been having a think, I'm just going to put a little bit of black on this. I don't want it on the tip. I quite like the fact that it's not got anything on the tip. I think it looks really nice. So I'm going to do the black, but like I say, just want to do it on the top again and not all over it. I'm going to try and get it just sort of on one side or something like that, but let's see how we go. That's it. Next time I do it, I'm going to get a flat brush rather than one with ridges in it. It'll be a lot better, I think. But it's, like I say, trial and error, this one. So I'm going to turn this a little bit and do it that way, I think. And I just want to get it on part of it. I'm not bothered about it being everywhere. That'll do. Wipe it off the tip. That's I'm just using the rubbing alcohol to get it off the tip. There we go. It's just a little bit there, look. Happy with that. You look lovely, don't they? So that's what we've got going on at the moment. And I think what I might do is on the curve of the Frenchie, I might do a black line. That'll tie the black in a little bit, I think. But I will put black on this one, because it's got black on this thumb one, so we'll go with that. Right, guys, I'm back. So I'm going to use this. It's a, I can't pronounce it. It's from Temu, and it's a little pot of black painting gel that I'm going to use. So, like I said, I'm going to go over these. I'm going to now put them on my hands before I do anything else with them, and then I'm going to put the clear gel on the top. But I want to put them on my hands first because I don't want them too hard when I'm putting them on my hands, so that's what I'm going to do next. Right, guys, so I have now got 2 coats of the SAVILAND 5-in-1. Now, I'll put the first coat on, and then I remembered that I forgot to go around my cuticles with the file. So I did go around, and I'll show you the file, the bit that I used. And I went round it just with that little bit just to tidy it up a little bit. There wasn't much to do, but just to neaten the edges, neaten the cuticles up a little bit. And once I'd put the first coat on of the 5-in-1 builder by SAVILAND, I then wiped over them, but I wiped over my thumb as well, and I'd not put it on my thumb yet. So my thumb did have all these speckles up here. When I wiped it, because it had nothing on it, it wiped all the pattern off. Having said that, to be quite honest, I quite prefer it that it doesn't have the speckles all over it. So it's turned out really well. As I wiped it, it was just like that, you see. So it just took it off this part. So in hindsight, it's better, to be honest. It's worked out better. So yeah, so I had to tidy that up a little bit, and then I put, once I'd gone around the edges, I then put another coat of the 5-in-1 SAVILAND on. I've now put my top coat on and zapped it for 60 seconds as well, so that's done. And I've got these little bows that I decided to put on just to, I don't think I've had bows on, to be honest. I think it's the first time I will have put bows on my nails. And I've decided to use them because I see ladies with the bows on, I think, oh, they look lovely. Right guys, here we are with the end result with the bows on, and I absolutely love them. I don't know how long I'll keep the bows on. There's no doubt I'll catch them in my hair and God knows what, so they are a little bit big, especially for like my little finger and whatnot. But yeah, I absolutely love this set. What do you think of all the speckle? Do you like that, guys? There's probably other ways that it could be done, but quite like this way, to be honest. And I thought it was an alternative to use them hard, them solid inks, because I've tried them a couple of ways that are, you know, on YouTube videos, and I wasn't right keen on it. So, but I definitely use them like this. So yeah, really loving it. I love the fact that I've gone over the French with the black and with the blue and just tied it all together. Really happy with the designs. What do you think, guys? Please give me a thumbs up if you like it as well, and if you're not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you to all those of you who are subscribed to me. I really appreciate you guys. I really love having your comments that you send me and engaging back with you. It's absolutely great. Loving this journey again. Really hope that you find this a little bit different. You know me, I like to try and think of different things. So yeah, really hope you've enjoyed it, guys. Please give this a share for others to see, and ensure you've got your notification bell on. Yeah, take care, everybody. Like I always say, if you can't be good, be careful. Bye.